Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a dinner party invitation just like this one. So let's go ahead and get started. The size that I'm using for this flyer is 1080 by 1080. The first thing that you want to do before you get started is figure out what color you want your background to be. For this design, I went with black, but feel free to use whatever color you'd like. Now that we've selected a background color, I'm going to show you how to create those black and grayish colored lines that you see going throughout the background. I use these stripes in a lot of my flyers, so I already have the elements saved. But for you all, you need to search for it in the Elements tab. So I'm going to pause the video for a few seconds and show you exactly what you're going to search for. So in the Elements tab, you're going to type in Black Stripes Elements by Mikola. I'm not going to even try and pronounce that last name, but you want to type all of that into your search bar. Now that we found the Black Stripes element, we're going to add it to our flyer. Because our background is already black and the stripes are black, of course, we can't see it. So go ahead and change the stripes to whatever color you want to change it to. For this design, my stripes were black. So the color that I was going for was kind of like a faded blackish grayish color. So here you just see me playing around with the colors until I found the perfect one. Now if you pay attention to the hex code on the left, this is the exact color that I used. So if you want to use the same color, then just type in that hex code in that little search bar. Now we're just going to lower the transparency of those stripes because we don't want to see those harsh gray lines going throughout our design. So I lowered the transparency of the stripes all the way down to 54. Okay, the background is done, y'all. That was probably the hardest part about this flyer, and I wouldn't even consider that hard, but we're going to move on to our text now. Okay, so this font that I'm about to use is not a part of Canva. It is a font that I uploaded from dafont.com. So if you go to dafont.com and type in Ants Valley, this font will pop up. Let me know if you guys want another tutorial on how to upload fonts to Canva. I just came up with the random name Camille for the purpose of this video and this flyer, but if you're creating your own, definitely use your own name, or if you're creating it for someone else, use their name. So y'all already know I believe in working smarter, not harder. So you're going to duplicate the text that you already have on your flyer. Click the Camille text box and then click the copy button right above it. In my opinion, this saves a lot of time as opposed to adding each individual text box to the flyer. This font that I'm using for the next part of the title is a Canva font. So all you have to do is go to the fonts and then type in Big Shoulders Display. That's the font that I use. So change your font and then make it bold. Then adjust your text to whatever you want your title to say. Now, as y'all see me creating this title, y'all know that all white looks way too basic. So you're going to see me do the same exact thing that I did with the first text box. Change the color to exactly what you want it to be. And if you notice, the hex code appears once again, so you can go ahead and just type that into your search bar. Now we're going to go to the Elements tab and add a square box to our flyer. As soon as you click on the Elements tab, you'll see the Shapes category. Then stretch it out until it's the same exact length as your Camille's text box. Now we're going to do our same little shortcut method. You're going to duplicate the text that's right above it, change the text box to what you want it to say, and then change the color. But for this one, I actually changed the letter spacing of the word dinner. And the font that I use for this is called Canva Sans. It is one of Canva's fonts. So now that we're done with the title, it's time to add the details of the actual dinner party. So when is it? Where is it? If there's a dress code, add whatever details you want your guests to know. And so since the rest of this is just text, you're going to do the same little method that we've been doing throughout this video. Copy and duplicate the text box that you previously used to create the rest of the information. And for the details of your dinner party, you want to make sure that you're using a different font from the one that you used in your title. I uploaded a font from dafont.com again, and it's called Grataris, I believe, but you do not have to use the same font. You can use whatever font you like. Now for the next few seconds, I'm just going to speed things up because I'm doing the same method that I taught you guys. Duplicate the previous text box, change the text. Duplicate, change the text, duplicate, change the text. So fill this in with whatever details you have for your dinner party. So now we just have one more text box to add, but before we add it, we're going to add another square to our flyer. But instead of adding it from the Elements tab, we're going to just duplicate the one that we already have on our flyer. Be sure to change the color to black and add your last text box. This text box at the bottom of the flyer is perfect, like if you have any additional rules for your dinner party or if you want to add contact information. And now that we have all of the text on our flyer, it is time to add the finishing touches. Now you just want to upload a picture of yourself to your flyer. You want to make sure that you add your picture to the flyer first because the picture will determine where and how you'll place your balloons. Now the balloons that I use, I already have them saved, so I'm just going to show you the details so that way you can just type it into the search bar and find them for yourself. So in order to find these balloons, you have to do the same exact thing that you did for the stripes. You have to type in this information into the search bar under the Elements tab. So like I said, the picture that you upload will determine where and how you'll place your silver balloons. You're the designer, so this part is all up to you. And you want to make sure that you're using the position tool at the top to place your balloons behind your picture. So that's all you're going to see me do over the next few seconds. I'm just messing around, playing with the balloons, trying to figure out how I want them placed on the flyer. So now that we have all of our silver balloons, you want to add little hints of red balloons. So I do not have red balloons saved, so I'm going to show you how to type it in and then find the perfect one. I'm going to place the information or the details to the element on the screen because I do not know how to pronounce this creator's name. Now I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with the silver balloons, kind of play around with them and position them where I feel like they look good at. And there you have it. Your dinner party invitation is complete. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments what kind of videos would you like to see more of. Bye, you guys.